This new thinking method for large language models beats everything else. AI is getting crazier every single day. Anthropic just released new research that enables LLMs to pause mid-task to analyze and strategize. Today, I'm testing it live, breaking down how it works, and showing you how to set it up locally. Let's see if it's genius or just overhyped code. Let's take a look at the new research the Anthropic team just released. They suggest adding a think tool to LLMs to create a dedicated space for structured thinking. This approach works best within an agentic workflow that employs complex tools and navigates policy-heavy environments with detailed guidelines. Essentially, it gives the AI a moment to check if it has all the necessary information before proceeding. This improves its consistency and decision-making in multi-step tasks. Let's take a look at the results they got with this. They tested it in customer service scenarios within both the airline and the retail domains. In the airline domain, the researchers used a metric called PAS-K to measure performance. Think of PAS-K as a way to check if the AI can successfully complete a task over several independent tries, where each K represents one of those tries. A higher score means that the AI consistently nails the task every time, while a lower score shows it might be struggling. In this case, the baseline method started at 0.3, meaning it was successful about 30% of the time on the first try, dropping to 10% by the fifth try. Meanwhile, with the thinking tool and an optimized prompt, the score started at 0.6 and only dropped to 0.4 by the fifth try, indicating a much more reliable performance right from the start. What's even more interesting is how this method not only boosts overall performance, but also maintains consistency across multiple trials. This could be a real game changer for applications where each decision has high stakes. While Claude's extended thinking is like planning your route before you start, the think tool lets the AI pause mid-response, checking if it missed any crucial details as new information comes in. This mid-generation pause helps it adapt and refine its approach on the fly. Okay, enough of the nerd talk. Let's take a look at the example they provided and then try it locally with Ollama. As we can see, the Anthropic team provided a notebook. At first, they define all the tools including the think tool. As you can see, it's a pretty simple tool. After this, they just process some tool codes. But now comes the interesting part, the system prompt. For the thinking tool to work, it's important to have an individual system prompt and provide examples, as you can see here. The rest of the code just handles the conversation and sets up the main function. If we run this code, we can see the process. At first, Claude is using the getOrder tool. Then it's using the getCustomer tool. And finally, it's using the think tool. As you can see, it provides a structured thought process as defined in the system prompt. But now let's try it locally. Real quick, before we start implementing it locally, if this video helped you, please consider to like and subscribe.
Game begin.
I wrote a Python script, which you can find in the description, if you want to try it out yourself. I basically did the same thing as they did, but for another use case. My version uses Ollama and the DuckDuckGo search engine. For this demonstration, I'll be using 5.4 with tools. As you can see, the system prompt is pretty similar. We're giving the model some basic directions and some examples. Now let's try it. I created a default query, but you can also enter your own one. For now, we're asking the model about the latest AI news. It should research the topic. After it researches, it should check again if it finds more information and then provide the balanced analysis. At first, we see it sending our query to Ollama. Let's take a look at the output. It used the web search tool to search for the latest AI news. Then it used the think tool to think about the results. After its thinking process, it started a new web search, retrieved all the results, and then used the thinking tool again. After these two iterations, it finished and provided its analysis. In the end, we can see a small overview. So that's it. In my personal testing, I actually saw accuracy improvements. But I don't think it really works with less complicated tasks. But it's probably worth it to implement it where the agent needs to handle multiple different tools and keep track of it. I hope you liked the video and let me know your thoughts about these new methods down in the comments. Thanks for watching and tschüssi.